Thankfully, the worst of this is all starting to move offshore. That's the good news. Notice just south of Galveston. I just checked the Galveston camera a second ago, and it was rocking right before we came to the 4 o'clock hour here. But we're seeing some improvement. That's certainly good to know. So let's put a stop on this, and let's jump a little tighter on what we're seeing down around the coast here. And then notice most of the rest of the area is done with the rain today. There are still some spots that are under those aerial flood advisories, which I'll talk about in just a second. But other than that, I think we should be okay. So anyway, south of Bay City, moving on down towards Oyster Creek from Sweeney, Lake Jackson over to Freeport. Look at all the heavy lightning with that as well. And then as you slide up the coastline, basically from Jamaica Beach all across parts of Galveston Island, the worst of that has now moved offshore. That should be the end of it. And then in its wake, what we've been seeing across parts of 45 here that got pretty wet are aerial flood advisories until 5:45. As you go a little further north of there, same thing into parts of downtown and over across, let's say, around the airport, Kingwood, down to Atascocita, over towards Lake Houston areas. That is an aerial flood advisory as well until 5 o'clock. Some very impressive rainfall totals that we've seen in some of those spots. That's what it looks like right now in Galveston. Actually looks like we're getting a little bit of sun as I'm starting to see some shadows on the cars, and the wind starting to pick up as well. That's why you can see the jiggle on the camera there, but that's a much better looking picture than what I saw just about 10 minutes ago, I can tell you that. Still raining, still thunderstorm in the vicinity as you get over towards the airport there, and the winds northeast at almost 30 miles an hour. So that'll give you an indication of what happened with that strong wind coming in behind those fronts. And the feels like numbers earlier today were at about 102. We've dropped 30 degrees, and the air temperature right at about 73. There's even 60s out there as well. 6-hour rainfall totals. Some of these are pretty impressive in some spots. And if you notice, we've got anywhere from, up on the north side as you work on down towards parts of Pasadena over to Hobby. Same thing as you go into downtown. This is where we actually saw some of the heaviest rainfall. That's why there's a high threat still of some street flooding. Now, this is a lot of minor street flooding. Some of those roads that don't clear very well. Feeder roads, you get the idea. And it's basically a swath that came from the north side, from Lake Conroe, down across Aldine, into parts of downtown. As you go from Pasadena over to South Houston to Hobby, and then same thing as you get on down towards Pearland into Friendswood. This is all within the last 6 hours that we're seeing with some of these storms that have been out there, and that's where a lot of the trouble was in terms of what we were seeing with the, not only just the heavy rain, but of course with the lightning, some of the down transformers we were watching blowing around. Bill Barajas was talking about that up on the north side, and then of course not only that, but in terms of the rainfall total, some of those have been rather impressive out there today as well. So we picked up just over 3 inches in downtown. Sienna Plantation Sienna, I should say, picked up about 3 inches as well. Spring 2.5. Friendswood just about 2 1/4. And then as you got to Huntsville, about 2 inches of rain as well. Interestingly enough, earlier today we were talking about the effect of what all of that haze and the smoke was out there. And I said once the storms came through, they were going to kind of squeegee that out, kind of like you do with your windshield when you've got a bunch of muck and dirt and pollen on your car and you go to the gas station. Atmosphere works the exact same way. Look how much clearer our Houston area Chevy Cam is right now as we peek into downtown. That is certain. I've been able to see downtown in a couple of days. Really nice to actually see some improvement with that, that's for sure. And not only that, but the temperatures have been affected by this as well. Anywhere from around 75 to 73, 71 in Tomball, 73 out towards Katy, 69 in Angleton, 81 as you get over towards College Station, where they've actually recovered, I should say, from the storms that came through there about 11, 12 o'clock this morning. They've started to slowly rebound back up. We're not going to see a whole lot of rebound with these with these temperatures out here, but you get the idea. A way different story. Contrast that to what we're seeing, 70 in Houston, it's 96 in Brownsville, it's 100 out in El Paso. So it's almost like, ladies, somebody just took a bucket of water from Oklahoma City and Dallas and just went right across the area. And certainly that's what caused some of the trouble we were seeing out there, but also what has finally cooled things down. Question is, how long does this last? And are we going to see a refiring of some of these strong to severe thunderstorms as we get to tomorrow's forecast? The latest data just came down about 20 minutes ago. I'll show it to you, and of course we'll continue to talk about how much rain and the power outages as well that are now starting to stack up in some of the area coming up here in just a few minutes.